Anyway, so I noticed that the other day you beat the shit out of somebody on this podcast. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So I just want to first say, okay, from your memory, how did I even hit you up about being on that podcast? Because the theory is that Adam 22 set it all up, which you and I both know it's not true. But how did I approach you? What did I say to you?
You honestly was extremely hesitant to do it, and so was I. You know what I'm saying?
You were hesitant to do it.
I definitely
You
was.
did not know. Right. Okay. So now I'm remembering. I asked you because I figured that I was going to be a little sympathetic to him because I
didn't want it to be a both these niggas, you feel me? Both of y'all on some suspect, you know what I'm saying? Like a we on his head type of thing. You
but
know
that's
what I'm
why
saying?
I wanted you to do it with me is because I'm like, okay, Sharp and Suspect were both barking on him during the whole fucking interview. Maybe if I'm in it, Suspect will be able to say what he got to say, but it'll be a little bit more controlled. We can get a little bit more what Kelpy thinks.
I was really trying to keep my calm.
I saw it, honestly, yeah.
I was trying my best, especially when you got the fucking boss in the room. I'm trying my best, you know what I'm saying, to be on my fucking P's and Q's and shit.
They made a good point, though, that I should have sat between you guys.
I
don't think it would have mattered. You saw how slow I got up?
And how fast I did? Nah. I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think it would have mattered. Nah.
I would have been sitting right there just...
It would have been the same shit, just you would have been closer to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm high as fuck. And when I'm approaching you from behind, it's like you're swinging and your elbows are going back. And I'm kind of seeing the elbows coming back. And I'm just like... It felt like a video game. Like, oh no, there's like spikes shooting out of this wall. I gotta like, how am I gonna get in here? I was just not ready for that energy, bro. And people are like, Adam, I was just watching the Joe Budden clip. Joe Budden's like, Adam was so scared. I'm like, bro, I wasn't scared.
You're just shocked.
Why would I be scared? I was shocked. I'm high as fuck sitting on the couch.
I'm not about to do nothing to him. He had nothing to be afraid of. He was just shocked.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit. Like, you know, some people, like, you either have fight or flight. But if you're not in the situation, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
If I was standing outside the liquor store in a bad neighborhood and the same thing happened, I probably would have reacted the same way, which is I would have been like,
oh shit.
You know, if it's not directly coming towards you, then it's really not like on you to all of a sudden snap into warrior mode. It took me a couple seconds to realize, like, oh, I actually do. I gotta hop
like,
in
this
here.
is my building. I gotta do something.
I can't just walk away. I almost
first.
walked away, and if I had walked away, it would have been so viral. I kind of wish I did just for that.
You should have immediately just walked the fuck away.
I'm out.
That shit would have been viral. But yeah, people didn't really start coming to grab me until I started like strangling them.
Oh, that's
when everybody started grabbing me. That's when, because the elbows stopped flying. So everybody was like,
it's great that you can like hear Flacco in it.
That shit was crazy.
That Flacco is just one of the people who was sitting in the room.
That shit wasn't cool though. That shit was real unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? But he called me a bitch, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, all right, so as a dude who's from the streets, and we dealt with this with Sharp as well, where like at least once, a couple times, different girls have called him a bitch and trying to be funny about it. Oh, nah, bitch, I'm not, rah, rah, rah. Like, but then Sharp, you know, he's from a different world. He don't really take it the same way. That's one of the main things, right? Like, I think like faggot, bitch, and then suck my dick.
Yeah.
Are like the three main things that stand out to me. And then
for LA niggas, weirdo.
Weirdo's true, yeah.
Weirdo. Those are fighting words here. You call a nigga a weirdo, you just might get punched.
Right.
For sure.
And then the new wave is dissing the dead homies, but that's like another level of escalation. That's a nuclear bomb.
Completely, yeah. You just ready for war at that point.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. So, like, I mean, your whole life is that. Do you remember somebody telling you, like, if anyone ever calls you a bitch, you have to beat the shit out of them?
My pops, like, since a young age, and I don't know if you've probably heard a little bit about my pops.
I have. I did some Googling.
Yeah, my pops, like, you know what I'm saying? He always just raised me to be like that. Like, I can remember being, like, kindergarten. I've been getting fights my entire life. I got kicked out of hella elementary schools, middle schools for that shit, suspended, kicked out of districts. All type of shit like that, just for fighting. Like, I don't know, like, I always been a hothead, hot-tempered type of nigga. Like, I remember I was playing kickball, first grade. I kicked the ball. I'm running the bases. I hit second base. This kid, he tripped me. I immediately get on him and start strangling the nigga, and the TA ran across the field and broke us up. And it's just like, I don't know, like, I just always been like that. And I don't think I'm just like a super thug, but it's like, bro, you got a fighter. People just gonna always play with you.
Right.
Especially in the environment that I'm from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up, I went to elementary school, West Athens Elementary. I've lived all around, but that's on like 120th and like Athens. That's like super West LA, like almost not super West LA. That's deep South Central, almost Compton. You know what I'm saying? So like I always grew up in that type of area. All my people is affiliated, my cousins, my pops, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. So I always just been around that type of shit. So it's just like I couldn't grow up with the pops that I got. Like that's the type of nigga, like if I came home with a black eye, what you do to him? If you didn't do nothing, I'm finna do something to you right now. That type of shit. Like he I remember, I got a cold story. I remember
but it was always just fist fight. He never suggested that you should take it further than that. And is that just like the time that you were a bit younger? Like, I don't know, like, because as a dad, how do you separate that conversation when you know that a lot of fights escalate to shootings in LA?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like, keep it 100, my pops gave me my first strap.
At what age?
I was grown though. I wasn't no kid.
Okay.
I wasn't a kid. He wasn't like super irresponsible or no shit like that. Like I was grown when he gave me, like, you feel me? Well, that was the first one that I owned as an adult. Yeah, my first strap that I had as an adult, my pops gave it to me.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.